I hope you are able to hear me. Can you please raise your hand, Yukteswarji, if you are able to hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
Right,
Yes, sir,
right.
please, sir.
So
Sir,
I have deliberately switched off my video just to make sure that my audio is clear to all of you.
so you can switch on your video, sir, please, sir.
Right. General VK Singh, Tripathi ji, President AJ, and other office bearers of AJ, and my dear alumni who have joined from across India, perhaps even from outside India in this important meeting. We have chosen a very, very important topic for today's discussion, self-reliant India. We have seen during this COVID-19 pandemic how important it is to be self-reliant. And Indians have shown that resilience and innovation in demonstrating that we can rise to the occasion and stand up against the challenges that we are facing during these difficult times. Be it manufacturing the ventilators or the personal protective equipment or even making masks, we have seen how even industries which are totally unconnected with this kind of medical related technology have stood up and then are trying to meet the requirements of the country. So when we are talking about self-reliance, we know our alumni have been doing a significant work in different areas, whether it is, for example, General VK Singh, who comes from the defense background, or Tripathi ji, who is working on Solar Alliance, or we have our alumni working in the universities and the research organizations contributing for sustainable development of our country. But however, when we talk about self-reliance of our country, it is my firm belief that the key lies in our educational institutes such as JNU, where we carry out basic research. And it is in these institutes that we need to make sure that our students are well trained to face the challenges that our societies are undergoing today. So that requires taking the basic research to the applied research and then to the product level and take it to the society. So there is a whole cycle of innovation, research, education, which is part of our university system. But however, we have a long way to go to strengthen this ecosystem in the universities. Unless we strengthen our university system, it will not be really possible for us to make India a completely a self-reliant country in future. And this is where the efforts that are being done in JNU are of certain importance to you. It is not often that I meet our alumni over a platform like this in large numbers. We of course meet annually or during some other lectures where we may have a dinner and talk to each other, inquire about each other's welfare, and then leave. I think we need to go beyond that now. As alumni of JNU, we need to look at where JNU will go in next 10 years, in next 20 years. Are we doing enough to make sure that JNU stands, faces the competition that is coming from other better universities, not only in India, but across the world? And this, therefore, is important for us to look at some of the things that we have done at JNU during last few years. You may be aware that JNU is well known for its social sciences, humanities, and also basic science research. Many of our professors and students, they have received not only national, but international recognitions for the work that they have done. But somewhere we remained confined to only basic research. Now, during the last few years, we made sure that we have established a school of engineering to convert this basic research into applied research. And then we have also established the Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Management and Entrepreneurship, where we encourage innovation and entrepreneurship. Recently, we have also formed a Section 8 company in JNU, and we have also received from NITI Aayog 10 crore funding for establishing NITI Atal Innovation Center at JNU. We have applied for about 450 crores loan from HIFA. It is our dream that in next couple of years on JNU campus, we will have at least 100 startup companies established by our students and our professors. Now, why are we doing all this? You know, not only just because of the COVID-19 situation, the universities have to, at some time or the other in future, have to become self-reliant. It is not practical for the universities to solely depend on the funding that it receives from the government. So how do we raise these internal resources in the university? Now, the tuition fees that we charge in the university, they are very, very nominal. It's only about 300 rupees per year. We have no plans to raise the tuition fee. Then what are the other ways in which we can raise the internal resources? Just as I said, if we establish our own companies in the university, that is one source of income. But then what about getting corporate social responsibility, CSR funding? What about getting contributions from our own alumni? So with that intention, last year, we have formed JNU Alumni Endowment Fund. All the alumni are welcome to contribute to this endowment fund. Our goal is in next 1 year, we want to raise about 100 crores of fund. If we have a corpus fund of this nature, it has several advantages. Now, we have close to about 80,000 JNU alumni. Even if each alumni contributes only about 5,000 rupees in a year, that will be a huge amount for the university. It comes out to be about 40 crores or so. And if you can contribute for next 5 to 10 years, that will go to about 500 crores in about 10 years. In 10 years, raising a corpus fund of 500 crores is actually not a very big amount, because I know I come from IIT background. I know many of our students in IIT system, they are entrepreneurs and they just walk in and give 20 crores, 30 crores. But in JNU, most of the time during last 50 years, we have focused on science and social sciences. Therefore, most of our alumni are excelling in areas which are other than entrepreneurship or building industries. Now, JNU will be doing that in next 5 to 10 years when our engineering and management graduates pass out from this university. But we cannot just wait. Can we use your good offices? Can we use your goodwill to motivate a large number of alumni to contribute to this JNU Alumni Endowment Fund and make sure that we have a large corpus fund in the university? Now, why do we need this corpus fund? Please remember that our university gets students from across the country and they come from ordinary families and they need financial support. And if you want to do state-of-the-art research, if you want to stand among the top 100 universities, you can't be doing some repetitive research. You need to do outstanding research. And that is possible only when we build good research infrastructure. And that can be created only if you have enough funding. And if you want to see JNU as one of the top 100 universities, that is possible only if we become self-reliant. We know the kind of quality of students that we get in the university is outstanding, for the simple reason that our JNU entrance exam is very, very reliable exam. And as you know, recently we have also shifted to the computer-based exam. And this exam is completely now conducted by National Testing Agency. So we have no doubt about the quality of the students who come into the university. And if you look at the quality of our faculty, there are outstanding faculty who are there. Then what is missing? What is missing is our ability to create and augment the existing research capabilities. And that is possible only if we become self-reliant. While we are talking about making India self-reliant, which is very, very important, please keep in your mind that the basic building blocks of the top level reliance for self-reliance for India comes only when we strengthen our foundations. And JNU is one such foundation. And I hope that as alumni, you will rise to the occasion, you will stand behind JNU and support it to the fullest extent that is possible. I'm very, very glad that you have thought of conducting this online meeting to bring together our alumni and exchange ideas. And I look forward to listening to many of you who are going to speak. And I hope that at the end of this meeting, we will think more and more about your own alma mater and think about how to make it self-reliant. Thank you very much.